In this video, I want to talk about the water-soluble wax pastels. These are stored above the permanent markers. They're in smaller bins. Again, they're 2 high, so 2 bins on top of one another, and they're going in with the skinny side facing, or the smaller side facing out. These I haven't really introduced too much to many of you. And I would say that these are for the upper grade levels, the permanent markers and the water-soluble wax pastels. I would say this is mostly for 4th, 5th, and even 6th grade because they're a higher, more expensive material to be working with. So if you're watching this video and you're a 1st through 3rd grader, you need to make sure and check with me before you go using these, because these are meant for the upper grade levels. So your water solubles are kind of like a crayon in some respect. Your bins are in the crayon bins. You're opening up your 2 lock tabs on the side. You're putting your top cover underneath. Now, I can tell you right now, just right away, and honestly am not doing this on purpose, but I look in here and I am seeing things that don't belong. I am seeing a pencil that doesn't belong in here. I'm seeing a crayon that doesn't belong in here. These sometimes get mistaken by crayons for the younger kids, and it's really important that we try and keep them separate, which is why I put them in the permanent bin. I'm seeing stuff like this that shouldn't belong in there. And then I'm also seeing art sticks. Art sticks do not belong in here. So when you see something that doesn't belong, I ask that you take it out. I ask that you find where it belongs, see if you can't put it back in the right place, and then if you don't know, bring it to me and I will take care of it. So water solubles, it means that you can take water and basically make it kind of paint. So these work very similar to they're wax, like a wax crayon. And so I can go in and you can use them without water too. So these are really nice and bright colors. And you can go in and kind of create some colors. I'm just going to go in and maybe I use some yellow in here. So you can overlap. So you can use these just as is, just like what you see there. And again, nice bright colors. If you're choosing to use them in the water soluble, then you're going to need a bucket of water and you are going to need a paintbrush. So I'm just going to use the round paintbrush right now. I'm going to dip a little bit of water in here, and I also have a paper towel. So watch what happens if I add water. If you choose to do this with water soluble, you probably should be using either a heavier paper, or you should be using watercolor paper for this, which has a little bit of texture to it. So I'm taking a little bit of water and just watch what happens. Okay, I can rinse my brush, dry my brush off, because I'm going to go to a different color, get a little bit more water. So the water-soluble pastels, they're really fun to work with. They really don't need a lot of water. If you use too much water, it's going to really dilute and it's going to look very thin. You can kind of see that happening over here. So you don't need a lot of water to kind of blend these together. But these are really fun to use. And again, these are reserved usually for my upper grade level. I would even say just my 6th grade. So this is an option for adding just solid color, and it's also an option if you want to use water and kind of have more of a painted look. When you're done using these, you need to please make sure that these go back in the bin. These are expensive, very similar to the permanent markers that I have and some of the other materials that you'll be seeing. These are going to go, the top goes on top, making sure you're locking the sides, and then again they have to go back in storage on the top shelf with the skinny side, the short side facing out.